There we got it. It says what I thought it would. Midland Railway, guys. I told you. You'll see like a little bit of a bridge down here. Yeah, right here. Kirkby Road, we've just arrived at. Just over there, that looks like an old little, an old little terrace thing. Not a terrace, but like a little old window there sticking out where 𝐵&J carpets are. Let's give a bit of promotion to these guys as well. We're coming today to the new furniture place, which is called the Furniture Project, and it is linked with Glad Rags charity shop in Sutton In Ashfield, and of course the 𝐵 Centre that run it all. So we're here on this little roundabout, so you know where it is. We're going to have a little walk up there and show you some old buildings as well in Sutton while we're here today. I spotted this like old looking, I wonder if it's part of an old building here. Look, old looking window up there. Looks quite old actually. So yeah, we've just been, so it's got some actual nice windows there, old windows. I don't know if you can see that. It's got some old windows. People are like, it's not very important. Well, it is, because they're nice. In fact, one there has got like a kingfisher on it. Let's zoom in on that one. You can see that. There we have it. Nice. So yeah, just been to the Furniture Project here in Sutton in Ashfield, next to Tantastic, which is a sunbed salon and oxygen bar, and not too far from 𝐵&J carpets and, I forgot the name of it again, let's remember again, Kirkby Road tyres. But yeah, this building where this is in, I would like to know a little bit more about it. I don't seem to find a lot of information about it. It's definitely an old building. Here we go again with Trent Barton buses. Don't say I don't promote you. Perry, if you're watching. But yeah, this building does seem quite old, doesn't it? If you look at the building, it looks very old. I was bumping to famous people. Here we go.
Right, oh, you're
the
right.
famous artist. How are you doing?
I'm very well done.
Local artist got in there, so that's cool. I just spotted him. Yeah, let's look at this building again. This building looks very old to me. And plus, all these buildings around here are old. There's quite a lot of them hidden away in Sutton. But this one indicates to me that it was old. What is this doing here? Can you see that? What is that for? It's quite old, isn't it? It's all the way up it goes as well. You see that? I wonder what that was for then, that lever thing. And as you can see, there's 4 of them all the way up. Definitely an old building, without a doubt. And there's quite a lot actually dotted around in Sutton in Ashfield. Look, there's another thing up there as well, like a hook. So what was here? Anybody know? Let me know. There was definitely something here. Definitely. I see that Yankee candy table. That's putting all your candles on top of it there. Just noticed some more stuff here. From bags. All sorts. Look. Clocks. It's a nice little space. And it's a very old building. That's the main thing. In fact, I'm going to show you something. I'm going to show you something I've just noticed. I've just noticed the old door here. That's what I was talking about on the outside, see? So this is an old building. Look. Can you see that pulley thing there? I'm showing how it's an old building as well. I knew it was an old building, I could tell. This is an old wardrobe, guys, if you're wondering. But yeah. Anyway, we're going to carry on. We're doing a little walk around Sutton in Ashfield today, showing you some old buildings. I thought I'd show you this one because this one has got the furniture project inside it now. This building on the left hand side has been derelict for some time actually, and it looks like they're going to do some kind of shopping there because I can see units and a pay point as well. So yeah, right then, so we're going to have a little walk around Sutton today. We've covered most of Sutton actually in other videos I've done, but today we're just going to certain buildings. So first of all, I'm looking for where the old swimming baths were. Beautiful little building, and all that's left is the front part. Everything else is gone. And then I'm going to go and walk near the city centre itself, show you a few buildings there, and also the factories nearby. There's still factories about. Oh look, our centre again. See, our centre transports a lot of people in the community, as you probably know already. Right, there we have it. There's a lot of cars in front, so I'm trying to avoid the number plates. We're going to show you here then. So this was built in 1924, and in 1926 it opened, and there is some connections with the Dodsley family from 𝐓𝐘𝐒 Hall, and all we've got left is that entrance part. Oh yeah, it says it there, 1924, so I was right. It's a shame that all we've got left is that entrance part, really, isn't it? It's beautiful, look at that, the top there. Talking about buildings, that's what we're doing today. We're looking for certain buildings and the certain tops of the buildings. And there we have it, the old swimming baths. Right, we're going to carry on down here into Sutton itself, and we're gonna try and see some stuff. I had a bit of a flare up with my leg yesterday. I've been walking a lot recently, and I need to do, or let's say I need to use more my stick. Up there, by the way, is the old church that we went to see that time. And now we're heading back into the city centre of Sutton. You see, I've never come this way, and we're going to pass a few notable buildings, and we'll write a description underneath. One of them is the old town hall. That's an interesting building on the left hand side as well. It looks quite old. I've looked around, not found much information. So as I say, what I tend to do now, if I don't find any information, is I just write it underneath. Now, my wife just noticed up there it says roadway, which it probably would have said Broadway. And it is quite an old building. The top part is older though than the bottom half of it. If you can see, there's new bricks at the bottom there. This is the one that interests me. Oh right, so we have it there. It says it right there. It's the old police station. And here we got a tractor. This seems to appear a lot on my videos, tractors. Normally when I'm out and about in the countryside, but one here as well. So that was the old police station. Cool. Didn't know that. But it says it there. So there's that building, we're not sure what that is. There's a few little buildings dotted about. We've got that one over there that says Ashfield Dental Laboratory. I think that's more new. And then we've got the old post office, which I'm aware of.
We did that last time.
Yeah, we did that last time we were here. I remember that. And we've done other buildings down there, but we missed out a couple. I remember spotting that building last time as well. It says Public Hall. Last time we just did some photos around in Sutton. There's the old post office. So we come into Sutton and we just did like a few photos of the area. Today I'm coming to show you a few buildings, notable buildings. So yeah, that was the old post office. Ironically, we've got things to do with the post office opposite now. Don't know if that was Chris down there. I just seen Abacus. No, he doesn't work around here anymore, does he? It's a nice building, this one. There's a lot of nice buildings here in Sutton in Ashfield, but we're not looking at every single one of them. We're looking at certain ones like I do. So yeah, lots of notable buildings here in Sutton in Ashfield. Obviously not many people notice, but here we have Cafe Espresso, by the way, which is quite a cool cafe. We've been in there. On top of it, on top of the drain, it says 1905. So again, an old one. Then we've got this building here at the top, also very old. The old pub on the corner, which is now Costa. And here on the left hand side, where King's Exchange is, and the Regency Dance Centre, we've got the old town hall. And in fact, I'm going to show you something. If you look at the town hall, on top of it, actually looks like an old church or something. Can you see up there? It's quite bizarre really, isn't it? Or is it just the architecture for the old town hall? Can you see that? Town hall. So Costa was the old Denman and King's public house here on the corner. Another old building. There's quite a few dotted about here in Sutton in Ashfield. We're having a look around today. We're going to show you where the old factories were as well. They're further down on Reform Street. All old buildings along here. It's a shame here because it looks like none of these are actually in use for anything. These all look derelict to me. Yeah, they look all derelict to me. But there's quite a few of them dotted about down this stretch. In fact, this was a very old road actually, till it got all pedestrianised. Here's another example. That was the old town hall there. But at least that is now businesses. No, it went stretched all the way down there. Can you see that? All the way down. And then at the top of there is the actually old streets of Sutton, so remember. Nice ambient with the music on. This is quite a good shop, by the way, I've been told. Personalised gifts. We're going to have a stop off to have a coffee, as we do, and then we're going to go up and show you where the old factories were. Still are some factories there, but there were some notable ones and quite famous ones in the area. That's the back of the old pub I was talking to you about. Alright, I'm going to swing round this side. This used to be the old marketplace, now a car park. That's how life continues. That's to do with Wizard Den, where we've done a video in the past. I think it's called Wizard's Den. Still going, good to see. That's the Harry Potter cafe. Harry Potter themed cafe. Right, we're going to swing up here, and what we're going to do now is we're going to go towards where all the old factories were and show you around there. And also, while we're here, we might as well show you where all the old train lines overlapped each other, near where Matalan is now. Show you where an old pub was, actually a couple of old pubs, and just show you a few places around there. Yet again, lucky with the weather, but let's not jinx that. These are more, this is more newer part. We've got the colleges here. I forgot what it's called. What's that college called?
Not a college, it's a school.
A school, sorry. Sutton Academy, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm going to swing around here and cut through. There you can see now how that was the town hall. Big building there. Just the top bit looks to me like it was some kind of a church or something. Probably not. Right, let's swing round. We've got to go round the college because we can't go through it. The school, sorry. My wife spotted a footpath cut through. Yeah, we'll do that. I believe that's a care home up there now. Oh, not bad way to come up. Got the old church there. So, more or less where the end of my stick is now is where we're going. There's some very old factories down there, and some of them I believe are still being used for different things. I can see behind there the old Sherwood Box Company factory. We're going to walk around them streets, go up one and come back down the other one, just to show you where certain factories were. We're going to cross here. This is the Devonshire Arms. That's where the old Railway Inn pub was. And there's a reason why it was called Railway Inn. Obviously because there was trains around here. So we're going down some pretty old streets here now. The Twitchell is one of them. To think, right, that all this area around here had 3 main railway lines. We had the Great Central Railway not far from here. We had the Midlands Railway near here. And we also had the Great Northern Railway all around here. So what we're going to do first, we're going to go down Reform Street, because that is a really old street, and that's where the Sherwood Box factory was. It's now called 𝐇𝐎𝐿 House, ironically, because I was going there the other day. And although they're not here anymore, I'm just going to show you the location of where certain factories that were well known in the area were. Oh, it says it up there, Sherwood Box Limited. You can still see the old signpost up there. 1840. So yeah, very old. It's a very old building, guys, very old. And if you remember, you'll remember how the different factories used to be around here. So somewhere along here as well, not sure which building, but definitely around here, was a famous factory. Now what was it called? That's right, it was Clark and Alton, and it was along this stretch of road a bit further down here. Not sure exactly the right location, but it was definitely around here, and it's still got an eerie feeling of where old factories could have been. I've just spotted here as well 𝐄𝐍𝐉𝐎𝐾 Street, not sure how to say that. But all along here were different factories, and we still have factories here, which is good to see. They're still using the buildings, but it was well famous. So, on this corner, obviously a new building now, there was also another old factory. I've just spotted here on the right hand side where the caravan is, there's like a bit of, well, what I often spot now, which is like where it shows you where originally there was either a door or a window, and it's been covered up. That was just there as well. So that would have been something as well. Look, it's all different now. There's a wall in the way, a new wall. But this whole area was covered in really old factories in the area. That Clark and Norton one that I was telling you about, yeah, you can see up there as well. Little things that stick out. That my wife often notices these things, and I've started noticing as well. These parts of the old building, there's some up there as well. I don't know what that one is, actually. It's like a wheel on that one, or is it something to hang something? Not sure. So around this location here, possibly this blue wall, because that does look actually quite old. This bit here looks like it was covered by something in the past, so there would have been something else here before, and it was actually called the Anthony Howard factory, and behind it apparently there was another factory called �𝐒𝐿. We're just walking around really to show you a little bit, because all these streets are really old and all of them had different factories here where people worked. You can see just how big that one is, what's called now 𝐇𝐎𝐿 House. Look at how big the building is. You see that? Right. We'll carry on walking down here, and what we're doing is we're going to show you more or less the routes of where some of these train tracks went as well. Old. See, that building looks old as well. That's got like a bit there that looks like it could have been a different building. Can you see? Not a different building, but some kind of door was up there, or window. Nice old chimney there. It's actually called the factory. In fact, this is now a martial arts club. We've got the old chimneys at the top. Can you see that? Or air ventilators. So yeah, we're only having a little walk today. And we're just showing you where some of the old factories were. And as I say, around here there were 3 railway lines. The 3 main ones that we cover on other videos. So here we have another old factory here on the left hand side. Don't know what it's for now, it's kind of storage of metal. But they're still using the factories, which is good to see. But it's a really old building. Really old. That's the one I was talking about earlier that's got that blocked bit there, and it's got other parts there. In fact, we've got even older parts here. If you look closely, you can see on the actual wall, got these brown bits sticking out there. I don't know what they are exactly. Looks like an eye from here. An eye as in the letter I. So yeah, a lot of old buildings, some of them still in use, which is good to see. Old factories. Right, we're going to go and show you a site of an old pub. Then we're going to show you as well, more or less, where the railway line went. Or one of them, because there's many in this area. And then we're going to show you the old Sutton Hall. What I am going to show you today, and I was trying to pinpoint it on the map, and it's hard to tell exactly until I come out on the other road down there. But where Matalan is, I'll show you in a minute, we believe it's this building here on the left, is where there was a terminus station. It was called the Midlands General Terminus Station, and it would have been around here, exactly where Matalan is. And what that was the station that was the end of the line of the Midland Railway. Also down here, we've got where the Central Railway, so the Great Central Railway, crossed over with the Great Northern Railway, which we've seen on a previous video when we went down following the Great Northern Railway, the same railway that we took when we went to 𝐓𝐘𝐒 Trail. On the 𝐓𝐘𝐒 Trail, that same Lean Valley extension. But it crossed here near Wickies with the Great Central Railway, as well as the Midlands Railway that ended here at the terminus station. So a lot of railways in the area. I just realised, questioned this wall in the past, and I've wondered why this little wall here on the right, this old wall here. I remember I've come out of here before when we've been home bargains in the past, and I thought about what's this wall here, and it looks like it was part of the station that was just here on the left hand side. I'm gonna try and show you. Oh, so it is Lidl then. This was Lidl, but Matalan was behind there, wasn't it? Right, along here somewhere there's an entrance to go into Sutton Lawn. Is that correct? I believe so. Well, just a little bit further down on the left hand side, which we will go to in a minute because we're going to walk past this way. We're going to walk back this way and find where the Great Central Railway Station was. A bit further down there, on a previous video I did on the lawn, I couldn't find where the actual, when I was doing a mill video, I was doing the old mills, I couldn't find the site of Sutton Hall, and I have a friend of mine from Nottingham Forest, Keith. You told me where it is exactly, so I'm going to go past it. Also on this spot we had Evans Wholesale Factory. Pets Home, Pets for Home I think it's called, Pets at Home, just behind there. That is also where there used to be a favourite pub of locals around here. An old pub, a famous pub, let's say. Don't know why that was a tongue twister, but it was. There's the Catholic Church just down there. But yeah, where Pets at Home is now, that used to be, was called the Duck and Dog. Right there. You see that? Zoom in if you can't see. But everything's changed now, completely changed. I've just noticed this, guys. This looks quite old. This post here. That it was part of the former station, but you never know. It's really old posts right here, and people often say to me, what are you doing? But look, there we got it. It says what I thought it would. Midland Railway, guys. I told you, I had a feeling it was an old post. Nice little find, isn't it? Look, Midland Railway. There we have it. Cool. Lots of people think I'm filming them in their cars when I'm not. Babe! That old wall again. Old wall. Only boundaries, but makes sense, doesn't it? A bit further down there, as we've already spotted on other videos, so I'm not going to actually really talk about it much, but I'll show you the bridge of where the railway line went, because I didn't actually know which railway line it was, and that today I will tell you. So yeah, guys, this is just a little adventure today compared to other adventures. Still cold, isn't it, this time of year? This is just a little look around certain old buildings to do with railway or just history in general. I think it's actually called Wicks, not Wikis, but anyway, literally right here where we are, guys, literally around here somewhere came the Great Northern Railway. Through there, you can see like the tree cutting there, can't you? Can you see that? So the railway came down here, and then there's like a little bit of old bridge down there, which I have seen. And also along here, crossing down more or less where the road goes, went the Great Central Railway. And that, I believe, is the hall behind there, by the way. The Sutton Hall I was looking for last time, the manor thing. I'll tell you a bit more when I get there. So yeah, more or less where the cars are coming down here is where the turn, let's say the crossover part went. So the Great Central Railway went down there, all the way down, and then some sidings at the bottom there. My wife doesn't realise where she is. We're right on top of the old railway line, because it came from over there, like I just showed you near Audi. And here we have the part of the wall here, where it came here, and there's still a little bit, you'll see like a little bit of a bridge. Right guys, so right here was where old Sutton Hall was. I'm just going to show you, because it is a nice hall really if you look at it. It's an old hall. Thanks to Keith for showing me the location, because I couldn't find it. Don't want to go too far in. I think it's private now, is it? There's an old wall there as well. It doesn't look that old, does it? There's definitely here though. Definitely here. See the old chimneys? I suppose it is old. Just the brickwork doesn't look as old as other places in the area. But it was around here. I don't know if this is the original building or this building's been like later added here. And I believe this is some kind of stuff now to do with possibly NHS, I'm not sure. Right, where are we going? We're going to show you where the old Great Central Railway station was. The exact location. That is Sutton Lawn in there. Wicks, can you see the old houses there? We've got some old Victorian houses behind there. I think they've been there for quite a while. So I'm going to cross again. And where we are exactly, we're on top of the old Central Railway. I can't say it, it's like a tongue twister. Great Central Railway. And as you know, it went all the way down, across the other side of the big A38, and all the way down to Sutton Junction, where obviously there was a station there as well. It's been a nice little adventure, looking for old houses and railway info, old railways. We've crossed the meeting point, let's say, of where a lot of different railway tracks went. Here, by the way, on the A38 is another railway. Yeah, it's another railway. So we're standing on top of the Central Railway right now, where it went. We've passed the place where the Great Northern Railway went. And where we are now, crossing here, exactly here across here, is where the Midland Railway went. Mad, innit? Lots of different railways in the same area. And now, none of them. None of them. I think that station sign, I think it's for Sutton Parkway. However, where that lorry is, with the, well, whatever it's got on it, I thought it was a tractor, Horizon Platforms. Can you see that building down there? I've always wondered what it is. And it's to do with the old Great Central Railway train station. We've been along there in the past. If you remember, when we came from another video, we ended up here. So we basically completed all the links now. Mad to think, innit, that the East Midlands, well, the Midlands Railway was right here. And it came all the way down. There's a lot of people looking at me today thinking, what is this guy doing? Well, I'm showing you history. Might be boring, but I just wanted to show you the location, guys. And that completes this whole area I've been doing. And just there where the forest flag is, I say well done for that, is the location of where the Great Central Railway station was. And I've been explained in the past where it was, and I couldn't figure it out. And I found it today. We're yet to come on this, but we do plan to go at some point to the Mourne Valley Trail. But that's better in the summer months when it's not as hot. Sorry, when it's not as cold. Forest flag up there, lovely jubbly. But yeah, we plan to go to the Mourne Valley when it's not as cold and not as rainy weather. We're still on Station Road. We're going to show you where the station yard was. And if you go to the bottom of here, it's where you get to Sutton Junction. So it makes sense, really. So literally down there, guys. Literally down there, at the back of there, where that factory was. That's where the Great Central Railway station was. And it must have been linked as well with the Midland Railway, as the Midland Railway went across there. So that's interesting, because they must have crossed here. And as I say, the Central Railway continued to go all the way down here into Sutton Junction. We can't go too close to there, because obviously it's private. But we can show you a little picture of where it would have been. And this would have been the yards here, right here. This would have been the yards. And the station would have been just behind there. Bit of sandstone there, sticking out.